you were just like me. You want equality, right? It's like, duh, right? No, you have to true you true equality or empathy means understanding that the other person is different from you, not the same as you, right? You're both human, but you have different cultures, right? Just because they speak English, and again, a lot of Americans is very surprising. Think English is something that only Americans have, right? They don't really understand that English is a language derived from England, right? And the reason Canadians and Americans both speak English is because we both derived from that original native land, at least in terms of our language, right? So Americans just don't understand what makes Canada or Canadians different from Americans. And, maybe a bit of a jab, but I mean, maybe part of it also is the Canadians are not as loud as Americans are, right? Americans are like, I'm an American. We believe in peace and justice in the American way, and nobody loves peace and justice like we do, right? Whereas Canadians, they don't talk much about where they're from or how great Canada is or singing the national anthem. Oh, they don't. I mean, they save that for their hockey games, maybe. I don't know, right? Anyway, so when we think about that, right, and you think about Trump trying to say, "Oh, Canada isn't a real country. They're just an extension of the United States, right? They're the 51st state. Oh, they got great stuff. They're wonderful people. They should become American, just like us." They don't understand how insulting that is, right? Imagine if you're an American and an English person comes over to you and it's like, oh, why don't you become part of the empire, accept the Queen as your monarch and all that good stuff, because, you're just like us, aren't you? You think an American would put up with that? So why do you expect a Canadian to put up with an American giving them the same bullshit? Right? And the reason, again, this has gone on far too long, I'm afraid, but again, I'm coming back to this theme that Trump has of bringing Canada into the United States, right? And how similar this is to the arguments Putin made about absorbing or annexing Ukraine, right? What has he said? Well, most Ukrainians speak Russian, so that proves they're Russians. Well, no. First of all, a lot of Ukrainians don't speak Russian, and if